Hi and welcome to my channel. In this video I would like to continue discussing the rule base. So once the necessary rules are defined, you need to install the security policy. Here we see the install button. During installation you specify the network object where the security policy will be applied. So if we look here, we see install on. If we double click this, we can see our cluster. So I have defined this rule to be installed in our cluster, but here we can see policy target. What is the policy target? So if we right click on policy here and click on edit policy, here we can see installation targets. And here we can see all gateways. So this rule will be installed on all gateways, or we can define a specific gateway. Only managed objects can be selected for policy installation. So we cannot install a policy on a gateway that is not managed by this management server. The install on colon in the rule base determines which network object will enforce each specific rule, as we said. It can be beneficial for system administrators to verify a security policy before installation. This process ensures that the rules are consistent and checks for any redundant entries, improving policy efficiency. So now let's take a look again on the global properties. So the security policy extends beyond just rules and objects. It also includes various settings, primarily configured as global properties like here. These settings apply to multiple checkpoint products, services and functions, including the firewall, VPN and reporting tools. Global property settings are enforced by all security gateways managed by the security management server. So these settings here will be applied only on gateways that are managed by this management server. So examples include logging implied rules, enabling hit count. So for example, hit count is here somewhere. Here we can enable or disable hit counts, and here we can choose how long it should be counting the hits. And advanced VPN features, all of which are applied as global properties. Okay, so now let's take a look about on sections. So when managing a large network, dividing the policy into smaller sections can be useful. So a section like this one, management rules 1 to 4. So this is a section. Here another section, site traffic rules. So these sections serves as visual separators in the rule base without affecting the order in which rules are enforced. Section titles help simplify navigation through the extensive rule bases, but they are not sent to the gateway. Another thing that we can talk about is publish the policy. So before newly created security policies or changes to an existing rule base can be installed and enforced on the security gateway, they must be published on the management server. So, and publishing is this button here. So any change, so for example, if we add anything here, for example this, you see direct changes and publish. So you can publish this change or discard it. So in this case we choose to discard and discard. So saving changes during a session in Smart Console creates a draft of the policy on the management server, but the policy viewed in Smart Console remains unchanged. A policy cannot be installed unless the changes have been published. So publishing updates the policy on the management server and or log server, making the changes visible in Smart Console. So many organizations frequently modify policies but only publish them during designated change windows. To publish a policy, click the publish button at the top of the Smart Console, as we said here. a pop-up will appear. You can check publish again to apply the changes and make them visible to everyone. So if the management server has many administrators, if I do any change here, the other administrator cannot see it, but if I publish it, they will start to see it, the change. So if you prefer to skip the confirmation step in the future, so again, if we put anything here, for example this, and we click publish. So here, if we check here, we can show changes. We can see what changes did we do. Okay, so it says it has one edit. You can scroll a little bit down here to see rule changes by policy. So we can go down here and see the first rule, so rule number 1. And what we did, we removed the any and added a cluster. So this is very useful if there are many administrators that publishing new changes. So we click publish here, it will publish and save it. So we take cancel and discard. So this video is done here. So thank you for watching and see you in the next video.